Story number 1. The Last House on Harrow Lane. It was a dare, plain and simple. Go to the last house on Harrow Lane on Halloween, they said. It'll be fun, they said. But as the shadows crept longer and the evening breeze turned colder, I couldn't shake off the feeling that tonight was a mistake. The house was a silhouette against the twilight sky, windows dark, the garden overgrown. The wind howled like it was morning, and as I approached the rickety front door, it swung open with a creak that seemed to scream, "Leave!" But I didn't. I stepped inside, flashlight in hand, the light slicing through the darkness like a blade. The house was quiet, too quiet. I called out, "Hello!" My voice was swallowed by the silence. Then I saw it. Upstairs, a light flickered. Curiosity edged over fear. I ascended the staircase, each step groaning underfoot. At the top, the hallway stretched into darkness, save for the last door on the right, ajar and beckoning. I pushed the door open. The room inside was lit by dozens of candles, their flames dancing shadows across the walls. And there, in the center of the room, was a circle of salt with old, dusty tomes laid around it. Whispers filled the room, words indistinct but urgent, as if the house itself was speaking. And then I saw them, shadows, darker than the surrounding night, circling me, growing closer. The floorboards creaked behind me. I spun around, flashlight darting through the room, catching nothing but the afterimage of movement. Heart pounding, I broke the circle, sprinted down the hallway, the whispers growing to a cacophony. I burst out into the night, the door slamming shut behind me, the house seeming to settle back into its mournful quiet. Safe outside, I vowed never to return, the echoes of the whispers lingering like a warning. Story number 2. The Invitation. An invitation found among ordinary mail led me to the Marston Mansion on Halloween, its legacy of disappearance and rumored hauntings a curious lure. The path to the mansion was flanked by sneering jack-o'-lanterns, and the mansion itself loomed like a specter in the dimming evening light. Inside, guests mingled in silence, their costumes from eras long past, moving to the somber tunes of a forgotten waltz. A masked butler, silent and enigmatic, took my coat and melted away into the crowd. Drawn to the ballroom by the music, I watched the ghostly dance of the costumed guests. A woman in white beckoned me to the balcony. Her touch was icy as she whispered of the voices of the mansion's lost souls. As I listened, the murmurs beneath the music grew clearer, telling tales of sorrow and entrapment. Disturbed, I fled the mansion, the eerie music and chilling whispers chasing me until the doors slammed shut behind me. Outside, the jack-o'-lanterns seemed to mock my retreat, and as I drove away, the mansion's silhouette haunted me, an invitation to return that I knew I must refuse. Story number 3. The Shadow Collector. Marcus, a collector of the occult, invited me to view his latest treasure on Halloween, a mirror said to reveal one's shadow self. Despite previous experiences, I couldn't resist. In his dimly lit study, Marcus unveiled the ancient mirror, its dark glass surrounded by sinister, writhing carvings. Peering in, instead of my reflection, I saw an old man in despair, a disturbing vision that Marcus couldn't see himself. Throughout the night, guests saw varied, unsettling reflections, each left unnerved. Marcus hypothesized a psychological effect, a mirror showing us our deepest fears or desires. By the end of the night, a subdued air replaced the festive spirit. The experiment had revealed too much, perhaps some doors. Some truths were better left unexplored. As I left, every reflective surface seemed to watch me, a reminder of the shadowy depths hidden within us all.